Hi, welcome to the next edition of Playing Competitive Standard. And today there was a spicy competitive list that I believe got a 5-0 and is built around, of course, up the Beanstalk because it's just really good, Caretaker's Talent, Overlords, and the new Elspeth for Standard. We're going to try it out, see how we do on the ladder. If you like this kind of content, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. Let's get into the deck list and see the deck in action. So our deck, we have 4 and 4 on the green and white Overlords. Carrot Cake, Get Lost, Day of Judgment. Rides in, works well with Up the Beanstalk plus Sunfall. Talent to work with our tokens. And we have Slayer, I mean, it goes Elsbeth. Nice way to actually double up your lands. It's kind of funny. But overall, that could work. We have an Elf against aggro. We have Authority and some Smites. We have Artifact and Enchantment Destruction plus cool bit Graveyard Hate. More Graveyard Hate. Against Self Bounce, we have some Baylofts, aggro, and we have a Beza. Stonebrain for combo and control. Get Lost for mid-range and control. That is our deck. Let's see if we can't compete in Standard. Tap land for the opponent. Play land. They go. Brush land. Up the Beanstalk. They go. Looks like they have an artifact or enchantment. Yeah, enchantment spell. Sure. That's fair. Let's place a... Okay, you're showing some sort of Sultai deck. Play another Up the Beanstalk. They go. Could have a counter spell. You're in blue, but I gotta take what I gotta take. I get lost. Another Terra Sunder. Bruh, you're going a little extreme on that. Let's play Carrot Cake. Say go. Overlord is pretty reasonable here. Say go. Surveilling. Interesting. Taking a while to decide what he wants to keep. Oh, just keeps it. Go ahead. How about we go ahead and try to exile it? What do you gotta say about that? All right, let's go. How about an Elspeth? 3 steps ahead to just loot? Okay. I was expecting a counter, but I guess you might not have had a counter up. Yeah, I think you might not have had a counter up. Go ahead. Use your Terror Thunders way too early. I get Up the Beanstalk is just good, but we do have better cards in our deck than Up the Beanstalk. Let's go ahead and just get risky first. How about an Overlord? And make 4 little tokens. Go ahead. We can crack the Carrot Cake on his end step so that we make 2 tokens even post Wrath. Yeah, that's definitely not doing it. You might have a Wrath here, though. There goes my board. Make some rabbits. I'm good. Against Graveyard Hate. Rest in Peace. And maybe Reclamation. And what can we go down? Get Lost. Honestly, Elf seems kind of sus. This is going to be a very grindy matchup. About a Stonebrain. We'll keep one Get Lost around like that. A Marsh. And a Duress. Okay. Takes a Elspeth. Takes a Cake. Okay, go ahead. I mean, Cake isn't really all that impressive. Maybe it's just me. Go ahead. I do need to start playing the lands he knows about. Play a brush land, say go. So goes digging a little bit, fills up his yard. We should have Graveyard Hate coming at some point. How about a Carrot Cake? Bottom of the land, say go. 3 steps ahead. He likes to use it for not for the counter mode. Interesting. I mean, it's a pretty good counter. But I guess he's at the point where he kind of desperately needs to find his land drops. And keep them going. That is a land drop, technically. Let's crack the Carrot Cake, try to scry. No land, please. Another Carrot Cake. How about an Elspeth? Make some Tokens, hit ya, go. So let's see what he has. Just passes. And he has 8 cards. He has to pitch one. Ugin. Spicy. Alright, play carrot cake. And just pass, I think, after attacking. I shouldn't have kept the land. That's fine. We're doing okay. Hit you for 4. Go. So now I can sack a token to draw a card. So he hit his land drop. You have instant speed Wrath? Keep that. Go to combat. Hit you. What's that going to do? Gain 3? You can't really block. Hit you. I guess you go right to 1. I guess you go to 1. Go ahead. Try to kill it. You could say it's a flex, but eh. Now what? Okay. Got it. 1-0. Let's get into the next. Play a Lush. Beanstalk keep. Falls. Play Beanstalk. Go. Alright, Thicket. It's not too bad for next turn. Jeskai control, maybe? Alright. Play Overlord. Go. Stock up. So what I like about this deck, I think it actually is rotation proof. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah. Every card in this set, this deck, they basically cut the domain packages that you would see in Zerdax and stuff like that. And they kind of built this version where it's not as focused on that. So no bindings, nothing like that. So it's good post-rotation. So I wouldn't be surprised if domain switches to this. Like the players that like ramp. It kind of has a little bit of a rampy feel, a little bit of a token feel. It kind of has like a mixture of stuff going on in this deck. Definitely Jeskai control, I think. Let's play a talent. Create a land. Another talent. Create more lands. Uptick. This is doing quite a bit of work. I'm going to put that to the bottom. Yo. So it's probably Jeskai Dragon control, if I had to guess. But man, turns out talent plus everywhere lands. Kind of sweet. Alright, so you're going to kill my Elspeth. But it's probably too late. Plus we draw a couple cards. So I have an option here. I could just eat this. And just pump it at this. Keep. And scoops it up. Against control. Stonebrain. Not Beza. Get lost maybe? Am I going down? Else, not very good. I'd rather have stuff that kind of replaces itself. They do play artifacts and enchantments, so it's maybe that instead. Now I do need to know what actually their win conditions are. I could just name the dragon, I suppose. The question here, I guess, more is Ride's End worth it? I mean, exiling a creature isn't really all that great. I guess it's better than my alternatives. So run it like that. Tap land, huh? Land go. So I think I just played Carrot Cake this turn. Trying to find a green source. That is a green source. Go. So that means I get to play this Hauntwoods down. Stock up. Seems very weird for a tap out control deck to play a stock up, but it is quite common in standard. Seems a little fishy to me, but Hatcha. Go. So he goes, gets a basic. I wonder how many basics he's playing. Stock up again. So I could play Land Overlord. And Hedja. So now I kind of have my threats down, so counterspells aren't as important. All right, so stock up. So it makes sense why you're playing that with this in that regard. So I could get lost this, but that doesn't seem. Maybe it's fine. Just keep ramping. Yep. All right, so it's 6/7 that bounces to 2/1s. Get rid of that. Hitcha. Go ahead. So he could get rid of my Elspeth. Yeah, but he has to get rid of the Overlord. That's pretty decent for me. I probably should have just cracked some maps. See if you can kill my token. Don't want that. Get a bunch of lands out of the way. Keep it. Hitcha. I guess I could have pumped one more time, but I think I'd rather just keep it for a situation where I actually need something. Look for something else. See what he has left over in his tank. So he might have exactly 4 mana available. So Day of Judgment could be an option. He kind of has to kill both my threats, doesn't he? Or put one on board. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's crack onto the squirrel, on the rabbit. I guess I could have prevented the life gain there. But that would tap me out, so I'm good, I think. Go. So now you can Wrath, I guess. That would clean up my board, make tokens. I do have Carrot Cake. So if you Wrath, I make Carrot Cake, you make 2/1/1s. Okay. You have a kill spell for the other one? Jace. Got it. I think that's 2-0. Let's get into the next. Play a elf, say go. Hoping this Lush finds me into something good here. Anything that's a payoff would be kind of nice. That is a payoff. That's another payoff. Gotcha, go. That's pretty decent. Is this another round of the same deck we just faced? Let's go ahead and attempt to Overlord. You probably have no more lies, I guess. Yeah, sure, counter. You kind of need to leave up a counter, don't you? Because stocking up here would not be very impressive. Hitcha. Go. Yeah, you left up a counter and did not pay off. A braid. All right. Make a fish. Hitcha. Go. So we know he doesn't have a no more lie in his hand. Beza. So now I could land Elspeth. Uptick. Go. Now he could afford to tap out a little bit. We don't really got much going on in our hand though. So we could pump this up to, I guess, level 3. And that means I basically have 1 mana I could put and draw a card if I need to. All right, fish for fish. All right, what do you guys say about that? And a stock up. Now we play land, rides in this, and just kind of go from there. Yeah, go. Now I have a clock. Another stock up. That's not really gonna win you the game. You probably have to have a Day of Judgment. Okay. Carrot Cake. Bottom. Go. So now we got a board. Just make 2/3/3 rabbits. Make them 5/5s. Still pretty solid. Turn, next turn. There goes my board. Crack. The carrot cake. Bottom. Draw some cards. This seems absolutely abysmal for control players. Another carrot cake. Or caretaker's talent. So we go ahead and give him counters. Just draw a card. Fizzle your life. Alright, draw some cards. Play that because I'm going to throw it away anyways. And hit ya. Pitch, I guess, brush land. So we have a full hand. And we have so much pressure on the board. Okay. You have a counter? Okay. Hit you for 7. Go. There goes my board again, but that's okay. How about Elspeth? Alright, just deplete your hand, I guess. Draw some cards. Get rid of that. A fountain port. I guess. I mean, we're just kind of trucking through. How about an overlord? We have just have bomb after bomb after bomb. How about a overlord? Okay. What's your last card? Get rid of the thicket. Okay. But I could do this all day. But I do need to make sure I don't mill myself out. That is something I need to be worried about. Turn on the parry. Hitcha. Go ahead. Skips it up. So against control. Again, Landwar Elf, not very good. Reclamation. Some Stone Brain. I can get lost. Run it like that. Tap line for the opponent. Land, go. Not sure where the aggro players are, but I mean, I'll be happy to take these matchups. I think this is like our golden matchups. Don't want a white source. I want a green. I can get this overlord down. Let's stock up. All else fails like caretaker's talent. Go. Next turn I can talent copy the land and then draw a card. How about a caretaker's talent? Hitcha. Go. Ojitai. Alright. You gotta pick it up. Nice to see that card finally see some play before it rotates. I guess. Get rid of it. Hitcha. Go ahead. Another one. Take my beats. You realize the mistake he made? Let's draw a card. Since he's basically tapped out, let's get something good down. Hitcha. Go. Now you can recast it. We will double block. Try out untap creatures. Alright. Run it back. Go. You could argue we should be carrot caking instead of leaving this up. How about up the Beanstalk? How about a Overlord? Hatcha. No land, please. Go. So now you can get it down and swing. That would just cost them 5 mana. I guess you could find exactly a day. You're gonna pick it back up, of course. Did you find a Day of Judgment? Split up. Play a tap land. Get lost. Go. I think that's fine. We have lethal on board, so he kind of has to answer my board. Or at least I guess the Overlord. We're at 4. Did you find a Wrath? We crack this, gain some life. That doesn't do much, does it? Yep. Alright, so you have to Wrath again. Out Zergo first. So 4 damage to my face. Jace, that's not going to do it. I think we win, right? Yeah, got it. I think that means we're 3-0. Let's get to the wrap up. So what do we learn about this deck overall? Went 3-0, crushed Jeskai control. Doesn't even feel like a matchup, to be honest. Sadly, we didn't get a chance to face the aggro decks in the format, either Mouse or the Prowess deck. Either one would have been a very interesting to see how this deck stacks up. We have a lot of target removal. I think we should be pretty favored there as well, but I am curious. Well, let me know in the comment section what you guys think this deck can do in Standard. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this deck, for the most part, besides, I think, Smite, that's Brotherhood War, I think. I think everything else in this deck is rotation proof, and Stonebrain. So those 2 cards easily could be replaced with something else. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I guess Sunfall too, but that has to be replaced. But for the most part, like I said, this deck does seem to be a good deck to foundation to start up with post rotation. I'll talk to you guys next time.